Okay, so this is sort of a follow-up to the DC Elseworlds story, but kind of not. Well, the vid anyway. This is another alternate universe story I would like to write for DC. Basically, it's an Earth 1 book. Aquaman Earth 1. Yeah, I want to write an Earth 1 Aquaman story. Why? Because I still think Aquaman is still awesome. I mean, look at that cover right there. I mean, I know this is a cover for the relaunch of Aquaman, but I thought it'd be kind of cool, you know, to what about an Earth 1? Because we're supposed to get Batman Earth 1 soon. I'm still hoping. Superman Earth 1 I liked. Still, like I said, still waiting for Jeff Johns and Gary Frank to finish up. I think it's Gary Frank on the art. I'm 80% sure it's Gary Frank on the artwork for Batman Earth 1. But anyway, these are just a couple ideas I had in my head for an Aquaman Earth 1, and I'm pretty sure I did a video like this a while ago, but I'm pretty sure I got rid of it or something like this. Anyway, first off, regarding Aquaman, I would make Atlantis, like, it's recently known, like, the book starts out like basically people are turning on the news and that people, the Navy has discovered, a naval submarine has discovered Atlantis, and Aquaman's already there. He's already ruler. He's already king of Atlantis, and people are starting to get scared. People are scared of this great underwater city that's been hidden for so long, and they have all this advanced technology. So people are just really nervous, and people are terrified. The U.S. government thinks these guys are actually are going to be another threat. So what do? They get a soldier, and who they get? Black Manta. Yeah, Black Manta in this. I know in some versions they say he's a former U.S. mercenary. In this, he would just be a naval. What's the word I'm looking for? Naval officer, who they train and call him the Black Manta. Using this the thing. Well, actually, no. He's wearing this new high-tech suit called the Black Manta armor. Also, I would have it like Arthur's been on the surface world, but kind of incognito. Basically, he kind of he's been around humans before and just doesn't like the surface world because like I said, he was hiding among humans, like going under he used his name Arthur Curry and just walked around. He's been hiding in plain sight and walking around and observing the human race, and he doesn't like what he sees. And he's very pissed off that the surface world is treating the oceans like crap, and he actually is considering going to war with the surface world because he feels like there's no point to it. There's really the surface world is just corrupt. It's disgusting, and the only thing keeping him back is I'd make her fiance Mira. And she's saying that a war with the surface world would be disastrous. It would do nothing but do more damage to our world and their world, and that's the only reason why Arthur would not be going to war. Also, I would have Garth in here as he's not. I wouldn't call him Aqualad. He would just basically known as Garth. He's confused about I would make him very confused about the situation of, are we going to war and should we go to war with the surface world? And this would be a very political heavy book. I'm not saying it's going to be, it's a bash over your head that the government is bad and no, it's not. It's not like that. It's basically a leader trying to figure out what's his next move. His next move against people that he considers a threat to his world, and vice versa. That's basically what it's about. It's a king trying to make the right decision, but at the same time, he's not getting a lot of options. I mean, Black Manta in here, Black Manta would be a little more savage, a little more darker. but still he would hide behind the fact that, hey, you're not you're considered hostile, so I can do whatever the hell I want to you, and the government's not going to bite me in the ass about it. So I can destroy anything I want and shoot anyone I want, and it's not going to come back to harm me. And basically, Manta goes AWOL. I would also have Prince Orm here, Ocean Master, but I wouldn't make him Ocean Master. I'd basically make him kind of like a rabble rouser. I would make him kind of like like he's trying to be, while Mira's trying to convince Arthur not to go to war with the surface world, Orm is trying to, convince Arthur to go to war with the surface world, knowing that this would just increase more, again, I lost the word. Man, it's late over here, guys. So I'm trying to think. I'm just totally blanking. Trying to get more, support to him and his cause. Basically, trying to get making Arthur look bad, like he looks like a tyrant to the surface world, and at the same time look at his people like he's just causing a mindless war with people who are idiots in their opinion. And the more support is going to go to his brother. So that's the general idea for my Aquaman Earth 1 story, is basically, like I said before, a king trying to make the right decision. Now, I wouldn't have it like, oh, there's not going to be a lot of action. I would have a shit ton of action in here. Like I said, it's going to be Black Manta cutting loose. And when I say cut loose, I'm saying like he's going to cut loose on like the level of more than what he does on the comics. Like, I want to make Manta even more irredeemable than in the regular continuity of comics. That's how much I would like to amp up Manta's character. I'd like to make him like just be totally merciless, but he's hiding behind the cool thing I would like to make about Manta is like he's just apeshit crazy, and he's enjoying what he does, and he's hiding behind the flag, basically hiding behind that. Hey, government told me to do whatever I want, do whatever I can to make sure these people aren't a threat, and that's what I'm doing. I'm the hero, you're the villain, basically. That's how I would make Manta. He's not really like that in the comics. He's just out to get Aquaman. I would give him more of like a purpose, like he did in the original comics. Well, the original plot of Black Manta. He's currently a pirate, but sometimes they make him like he's a mercenary, and I would like to use the whole U.S. government thing. And the Black Manta armor would just seem to kind of make more sense. Also, I'd really like to update the Black Manta armor as well, kind of make it more like a aquatic armor. And I'd like to keep, as much as I'd like to keep the helmet, I think I'd augment it a little more to make it a little more, not like so much as a dome, more like a helmet with the tubes going through a rebreather in the back. I would also make it a little more like denser armor around him, and also have like not so much like a harpoon or trident, more like the equipment's all in his armor, kind of like the Iron Man aquatic armor Tony used to have, but a little more streamlined and less brighter. Basically, it's really hard to describe, but I'm not so good with armor description. But I would make it a little like a full body aquatic armor, not like black skin suit and weird ass helmet. As much as the black that works for Manta, I would make it a little more practical. In fact, I would even make a little gag at the comic. As much as I like the comic book costume, I would make a little gag at the Black Manta costume in the comics, like saying this was our prototype, and show a picture of the original Black Manta costume, and Manta would be like, "Man, that sucks. I'm glad you guys updated," and all that. I would even update Arthur's costume. I'd like to update I've got actually a good idea of what I want to do with Arthur's costume. What I want to do is basically make it a little more royal attire. Not so much like the Peter David stuff with the armor exposing the chest. More like Atlantean royal armor, kind of like something you'd see like it looks aquatic, but you'd still have the skin. Not so much as a skin suit, but more like a like royal armor or something like that, and have the same color scheme as his costume, but as it like armor or robes or something like that. Mira, I'd have like maybe an Atlantean dress or something. But I'd definitely change the costumes a lot. Not like, oh, just minor tweaks here and there. No, I'd just go all out on the costume designs. Most definitely. But I would the one actually I'd actually keep close to home would be Ocean Master's costume, because that seems like you could pull it off if you did a little few tweaks here and there. But yeah, you guys, what do you guys think of my Aquaman Earth 1 ideas, and what ideas would you have for your own Earth 1 if you guys could make your own Earth 1 stories, what would you do with the Earth 1 ideas, basically?